Hi everybody, this is Buck WSR Weezer coming at you once again with a small engine project. This is an old Craftsman snowblower. I really like this guy. But the problem we're working on today is that pull cord that has ripped off. This happens a lot with small engines. You go to start it, you pull hard, and the string breaks. You see that? Here it is. So it just came out. So I want to show you how to repair that, replace this cable. And this is not just a snowblower fix, this is for any small engine with a pull cord starter. What we're going to do is, in this case, we're going to take off this starter housing. There's a 1/4 inch screw here, and then there's another one down the bottom. So we'll start by taking this guy off right here. I really do this kind of repair a lot because these pull cords just break over time. And I'm not sure what the age of this thing is, but maybe I'll look closer at it later and see if I can read the date code on it. So here's the small little screw that we took off, and there's another one just like it at the bottom. That's a little harder to access because can't get the ratchet in here. I'm just gonna have to use this little 1/4 inch wrench and see if I can take it off here. Guy told me that this was used for quite a while. Very reliable, very faithfully used in the wintertime for snow. But when the cord broke, he said, "Oh, I'm done with this thing." And he gave it to somebody else who could use it. So we're going to try to help him out, get this thing running again. I don't expect there to be any problems with it other than this starter cable. Alright, so this guy came off. This guy comes out like that. And I'm gonna show you next how to put some new cable. Here's the old knot. Put some new cable on this starter and get it running again. Alright, we're back inside here on my desk in my office where it's warmer. I could see better. And here's the rewind housing. And I got a spool of starter rope. Here's the old piece. What you will notice here is that the new stuff is just a little bit thicker than the original stuff. And which is not a problem really, it just makes it a little bit harder to feed through. So what I have done, if you can see this, I have taken a paper clip and opened it up and used some electrical tape to make sort of like a little tail. It's going to be easier to fish this paper clip wire through the rewind spool than it would be to try to push this thicker rope through, because the hole that we got to push it through is pretty small. I'm not sure you're even going to be able to see that. But let me show you how we do this. I cut off. All right, so this was the knot inside the rewind coil that I pulled off. So I want to take a piece of new string that's just a little bit longer than the old string. So let's start by measuring off that much. Just going to make it a little bit longer. And if it's too long, that'll be okay because we can easily shorten it on the handle side after we're all done. So that would be about how long we got. I'm going to cut it right here. Alright, move this guy out of the way. So now here's our new pull string. So we're going to take this spring-loaded housing And we're just going to hold it and turn it so that the spring gets wound as pretty much as tight as we can make it. Now I'm going to hold it in place with a screwdriver that I'll pass through here and through one of the slots in the ventilation grooves on the front of this. So let me grab a slotted screwdriver real quick. I had pulled out a Phillips head, but I think I'm going to need the slotted screwdriver. So I'm going to, it's right here where the string's going to pass through here and then through the hole in the pulley. So it's about there that I want to try to lock it up. So maybe something like that. See, now that keeps it from, it's under tension from the spring. And then when I fish the line through, we'll release that and it will wrap the string around the pulley. All right, it's take two. I'm fishing the new line through into the pulley. Using the pliers to kind of bend that paper clip so I can get it pushing through. Okay. All right, that's enough. That's enough for coming through now. I can tie my knot, and then we'll wrap the then we'll let the spring go slowly, of course, and oops. Sometimes you get covers with bigger ventilation holes and you can push a screwdriver through a little bit better. Alright, that seems to be working okay. So I'm just tying a knot. And I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter. Okay, so with the lighter, just going to sear the end of that cord, melt it a little bit. And that will keep the ends from coming, keep it from fraying and coming undone. Okay, so now what we're going to do is remove the screwdriver slowly, and maybe as a safety, before I do that, I should put the new handle on. Here's the new handle. Remove the old cord. This again, the hole is just a little bit tight, but this new cable fits through all right. Okay, so then we tie the knot on this one. I'm not going to tie it real tight now because I may want to adjust that depending on how much string we need. Okay, so I'm going to hold the bracket here and remove the screwdriver, and string will be winding in onto the spring-loaded pulley. I'm grabbing the string kind of tight here in my left hand so it doesn't all go back in one quick movement. All right, and that's pretty much it. So I got about an inch of slack here, so I could pull it out a little bit and move the knot down because I don't want it hanging. I want it to be nice and tight in there when it's under spring tension. So when you pull it, springs back. Here it is from this side. So what happens is when you pull it, those two metal arms stick out of that center wheel and grab the engine to spin it and start it moving. And then they retract as you let go of the string. Pretty good design. And that is how you get the new string on the pulley. Our next step then will be to mount this back on the engine with the two screws, just the reverse of taking it off. So that is how you can replace the starter cable on your lawnmower or other small engine. Hope it's been helpful to you. Appreciate you watching, and feel free to leave a comment if you have one.